Hey, what's up, everybody? It's been a couple days. We can't get enough of him. It's a BBC story from actually a day ago, but I wanted to go ahead and mention it because I didn't get a chance to talk about it when it broke. You know how it is, right? Anytime there's a public figure, celebrity, I guess, which would be the same as a public figure, but anytime there's one of those individuals who gets caught with their pants down, so to speak, has a kind of a crisis or whatever going on with alcohol, drugs, or whatever they have going on, you know what's about to come next, and it came next. Democratic star, ex-mayor Andrew Gillum to enter rehab, and perhaps we should say ex-Democrat star. Let's put the X in front of that whole sentence. He's done. A rising star of the Democratic Party says he will enter a rehabilitation center following news that police found him heavily intoxicated in a hotel. Andrew Gillum, a former Florida mayor turned political commentator, said he would step down from public roles after he was found in a Miami hotel room with another man believed to be overdosing on crystal meth, and the other man was a male prostitute, and there was a lot of meth and a lot of feces and a lot of blood everywhere. Let's go ahead and take it a little bit further. Come on, article, let's take it a step further. Gillum, 40, apologized and said the episode was a wake-up call to seek help. He has been struggling with alcohol abuse since becoming depressed after narrowly losing the 2018 Florida governor's race, he said. Since my race for governor ended, I fell into a depression that has led to alcohol abuse. I witnessed my father suffer from alcoholism, and I know the damaging effects it can have when untreated, Mr. Gillum said. I also know that alcoholism is often a symptom of deeper struggles. I am committed to doing the personal work to heal fully and show up in the world as a more complete person. The article just goes on to talk a little bit more about rehashing what we already know. He was found by police, so on and so forth. It really glosses over the actual facts of the case and kind of just gives you the plain vanilla narrative. But we all know what's up. So here's the deal. Alcoholism. If that's really his problem. I had read that his father had passed about a year ago, so we don't know whether this stuff is actually true regarding his father, but I mean, obviously it's immaterial. You don't want to see somebody lose their father at a young age. His father was 69, so what sticks out and what you all know and what you're thinking is the same thing I'd be thinking, aside from the whole everything that went on with the old, Why is it that you wait until something like this happens? You had a period of time where they checked into the hotel at 6 o'clock. They weren't found until 11. So he and this male escort had this 5-hour bender, I guess you would call it, where they're doing whatever they were doing. Bloody sheets, feces. How much work do you have to be putting in to get bloody sheets and feces everywhere in the hotel room? So the question is, why do you wait in your life until you get to that point to get a wake-up call? I mean, I know that's something really drastic, but what if the other guy involved in the story didn't show up at 11? For those of you who aren't familiar, another gentleman showed up at 11, knocked on the hotel room door, and that's when he saw both of the two guys in the room kind of passed out and really in bad condition. But what if he doesn't show up? Both of these guys possibly die. How does it get that low in your life to where that's the kind of wake-up call it takes? Why does it always take something like this happening and you getting caught to realize that you really have an issue? And stuff like that raises the question in people, does this dude really have the issue at all? Or is this just some BS publicity stunt like a lot of public figures and celebrities tend to do every time they want to just escape the public eye? It must be nice to be of means and wealth like that to where you're able to lay low in rehab while all of this blows over. Again, I'm not discounting alcoholism and people that actually have depression issues, but to me it's always a slap in the face when people like this, regardless of what's going on, where they could have sought help sooner because they have all this privilege. They could have sought help sooner, but they wait until the really hits the fan, and I guess shit wasn't the best word to use there, but they wait until it really hits the fan when the everyday person out there struggling to make it, who's got depression, who's got a family history of it, they don't have access to all of this stuff. They don't have that privilege. And so for me, that's why I just don't believe it. I just don't buy it anymore. Everybody's publicist out there, like I said, these public figures, same story. Anytime they get caught or busted doing this stuff, boom, straight to rehab. You know it's coming. You can see it coming from a mile away, and it happens. Again, like I've said in my other videos, I really hope the wife is able to get out of that situation because he's no longer a down low brother. He's no longer undercover. Now it turns into a situation of like, okay, if he really does have this stuff going on, hopefully rehab gets him straightened out, so to speak. It's all about the wife and her doing what's best for their 3 children. And that's always what you think about here is the wife and the 3 children. And obviously you can say, oh, well, a family's better with a 2-parent system involved, whatever form that may come in. It's not better when you know that there's a mother here and a father, but the father isn't really, actually a father. His interests lie elsewhere. He can be a parent from outside of the home. He can do his thing with the children, but still being what he is. And that's what I've always said in my videos is just when you come out, hopefully, like I said, he straightens up. You've got to just be what you are, dude. Like Gillum, come on. Be what you are. Stop acting like this is just an alcohol issue. We're not even talking about the meth. He's trying to act like the meth never even happened. And that's another thing, right? They talk about what's the first stage of it? It's denial, right? You have to get past the denial stage. So if meth and other drugs have been involved, and you would figure they may likely have to be, because who goes on a 5-hour feces and blood-filled bender in a hotel room with a male escort? Who does that? Who takes it to that level? An hour, 2, maybe? But come on, who goes on a 5-hour binge? Again, you've got to step up. You've got to accept that responsibility in your life and get over that denial phase in order to really move on, to get kind of like the full experience out of a rehab situation and really get your life back on track. So like I said, heart goes out to the wife and the kids, whether she knew or not, I don't know. Well, he may have had the perfect cover. Oh, I'm working late, honey. I got a late night. I've got a story I've got to do. Or when he was on the campaign, oh, I've got this campaign fundraiser I got to go to. I got these meetings I got to go to. He may have had the perfect cover, but now that that cover's blown, it's definitely time to get your life together. Like I said, hopefully the wife can do what's best for the children and kind of escape a situation where he's a father, but he's not really a partner, so to speak. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. We'll see what happens with him going forward. So take care of yourself. And if you're like this and you're really somebody, and again, I'm no doctor, but if you're really somebody who's struggling, just get help. I don't want to see anybody get into a situation where their life is kind of going that way, where they think it's that bad, where they've got to involve alcohol and drugs and stuff like that. And again, that's just from me to anybody watching this video. If you know anybody who has family like that, friends, just help them out. I mean, we don't want to see people going down this road. It's definitely dangerous and you can cut your life short. Take care of each other, everybody. Thanks for watching.